Has anyone ever noticed that the Rat King is physical symbolism for Abby and her trauma? Seems like every time I go back and play this game, there's just more and more details that I keep discovering. But let me dive into how I got here. So obviously, Abby is constantly haunted by the trauma at the Firefly Hospital, as shown in her nightmares every night that trigger her PTSD. And even though the hospital that we enter in The Last of Us 2 is not the Firefly Hospital, it serves as symbolism, because this is also another piece of the puzzle as to how Abby tackles her trauma. We think right after getting the supplies that we need that we're getting out of the hospital relatively unscathed. Rat King pops up to show us that there was something below the surface, something that needed to be dealt with, literally and figuratively, because we think from the moment that Abby takes Joel's life that she is finally going to start letting go of that day and finally start healing from it. But she never started healing. She still has the nightmares, the rage, the trauma. She just kept burying it until this altercation at the hospital. Because her fighting the Rat King is her ultimately fighting back on her trauma, not letting it consume her, and then her starting her healing journey. She finally realizes she needs to let go and move on. And honestly, the horrifying sight of the Rat King is a great representation of how our trauma can fester when left alone. It can become a monster that is all-consuming on your mental health. And this just confirms that she's finally letting go and starting to heal, because when she goes to sleep that night, it's not a nightmare anymore. It's her dad alive, and she is finally healing because she finally found something worth living for, worth fighting for, instead of living with the ghosts from the past. Just make this like reason number 867 as to why I love this game, and the writing is just outstanding. But there's also a lot more symbolism in this game besides this. I've covered some topics before, but if you guys want more of that, let me know, and I can make some vids on it. But you'll have to let me know in the comments.